Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If this is your first time here, my name is Mamri and you are very, very welcome. This important news is coming from Burkina Faso. On the 4th and on the 5th of December, there was consultation between the Minister for Justice, the Attorney General, and the criminal lawyers concerning the terrorists, the criminals, and the crowded prison. Families, there's more to this news. Please kindly listen and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your time.
Consultation between the Minister of Justice and the Attorney Generals and prosecutors of Faso. Yesterday, Thursday, they discussed the ministry's vision, particularly the innovations, namely the law on judicial organization and the Code of Criminal Procedure. Report by Bienvenue Tamsa.
Since taking office as head of the Justice Department, this is the second time Minister Edaso Rodriguez Bayala has held a meeting with the Attorneys General and prosecutors from the courts regarding the ministry's vision. With these men who represent the public interests, the discussions focus on innovations related to the law on judicial organization and the Code of Criminal Procedure, among others.
There have been many reforms, mainly in the area of criminal law. There is a new Code of Criminal Procedure that slightly changes the rules of operation. I would like to remind you that the government has adopted a document outlining criminal policy. So, of course, it goes without saying that there should be a discussion between the Minister of Justice and the key players who are the prosecutors of Faso, as they are responsible for implementing this policy. Now, in order for the Minister of Justice to be able to report to the government on the implementation of the new vision desired by our comrade President, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, regarding justice, namely, to have a justice system that is accessible, credible, and fair. A justice system that truly meets the aspirations of the public.
And to meet the expectations of those seeking justice, it is above all a matter of reviewing the daily challenges faced by the stakeholders present here, and to provide the necessary solutions for a more effective justice system.
Everyone from the prosecutor's office is pleased to gather this evening around the Minister of Justice, who sets the authority in matters of criminal prosecution. And with regard to this criminal policy, it is he who sets the direction, and we are responsible for implementing it. As the Minister told you, in 2024 to 2025, a number of legal texts have been adopted. We have started to implement them. We are going to pause for a moment to focus on their implementation. We will also bring up the difficulties encountered. Also, among ourselves, we share experiences to adopt the right approaches and, above all, to gain the vision and guidance of the Minister of Justice so that we can concretely determine, is the path we've taken the right one? In which direction should we reorient?
This meeting is also an opportunity for Minister Edaso Rodriguez Bayala to congratulate his public prosecutors general and prosecutors at the courts for the efforts already undertaken to provide justice in the service of the people. He encourages them to stay the course. The department in charge of justice is holding its second session of the Ministerial Sector Administration Framework, a meeting of stakeholders in the justice sector, to review the activities carried out during the second half of the year and to focus on the activity program for 2026, but also to assess the implementation of the law on the administration of community service in Burkina Faso. Urbe Benito Sumi Ahadi Sandamba.
The administration of community service in Burkina Faso is the main focus of this second session of the Ministerial Sector Board of Administration. With the head of the department, senior officials, representatives of various orders, field actors, and the technical and financial partners of justice and human rights, the details of the said law were thoroughly examined. A law that aligns with the vision of the Popular Progressive Revolution, which is to have a credible justice system, accessible to all, and respectful of the rules of a state governed by the rule of law.
To ensure that imprisonment of convicted individuals is no longer systematic, and that these individuals can contribute to the development of the community. This ambition also aims to significantly reduce prison overcrowding in correctional facilities. This event, which will be the focus of the discussions, will be led by two speakers and will provide an opportunity to assess the implementation of the new law, by highlighting the bottlenecks that persist and, above all, by identifying strategies for even more effective implementation.
The meeting also provides an opportunity to review the ministry's performance in terms of achievements over the year, as well as the challenges that remain to be addressed. As of October 31st, the implementation of the 2025 activity program had reached a physical completion rate of 88.28% and a financial execution rate of 56.33%. These performances are supported by significant achievements in terms of access and improvements in the functioning of the justice system, but also in the promotion and protection of human rights.
The adjudication of 8,743 criminal cases as part of the Kajivite operation. The adjudication of 83 cases during hearings of the criminal chambers, courts of appeal, and high courts since the adoption of the new Code of Criminal Procedure. The holding of 10 sessions by the judicial unit specialized in the fight against terrorism. The adjudication of 133 cases by the judicial unit specialized in the prosecution of economic and financial offenses and organized crime. Legal assistance provided to 1,497 people, including 350 women and 25 minors. The recovery of 4,728,114,805 francs in seized and confiscated advances.
The achievements gained also include capacity building for members of departmental and district courts regarding their roles, training of volunteers for the defense of the homeland in the protection of human rights, legal assistance provided to more than 1,400 people, and numerous reforms undertaken.
Thank you so much, families, for listening. As always, when something like this happens, big decision like this, the citizens will react. They will share their opinions, whether they like it or they don't like it, disagree or agree. Families, they took the camera to the street to interview the citizens, some of the citizens, to share their opinions on this very, very important decision. Please listen to them, and I'll be back. The video you are watching is Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso. I'll be back.
Just yesterday, the Council of Ministers made the decision to reinstate the death penalty in Burkina Faso. This decision delights the majority of people in Ouagadougou. For them, it will encourage good behavior among the population in their future actions. Opinions with Musaki.
All Burkinabe citizens who commit offenses such as high treason, acts of terrorism, and espionage, the embezzlement of more than 5 billion CFA francs will now be punishable by the death penalty. A decision by the Council of Ministers to meet the aspirations of the people as part of reforms in the justice sector. For these citizens, the reinstatement of the death penalty in the Burkinabe Penal Code was highly anticipated given the country's security and economic context.
If you're abroad and you speak badly about Burkina Faso and you come back here and get caught, that's intolerable. Or if you're here and you're with those guys, that's another thing, well, that's intolerable. So on this matter, we don't mess around. You take billions from the people, go sit comfortably, eat peacefully with your family. You don't think about others, those in hospitals, those somewhere else. You don't care. Only your own life matters to you. On that point, the state did the right thing. With that, they don't play around.
They even took a long time before acting. If you catch a terrorist, it's the death penalty. If you steal more than 5 billion, I think it's a good initiative. Honestly, it can really encourage people to be honest. Other countries are like that too. There are others where it's the same, but the country moves forward. I really think the country will go far. Burkina will go far.
For Burkina Faso, the reinstatement of the death penalty, which was previously abolished in May 2018 with the adoption of the new penal code, is intended as a deterrent decision. It now serves as a warning to any citizen who might intend to betray their country, collaborate, or commit a terrorist act. Or quite simply, to embezzle billions of CFA francs from the Burkinabe taxpayer.
That the president, the government has put in place the death penalty. This is something good. Because it will allow those who weren't honest to become honest. Because there are people who will make decisions about themselves. They won't think that they're living in a country with other people. They'll only think about themselves. So it's better when they betray the country. When they're given the proper punishment.
This tough decision, it's not a bad one. It will lead us, we Burkinabe, to behave better and act more responsibly. Everyone will respect themselves. And in this sense, I think there will be an improvement in living conditions.
Some or many see this government decision as a code of good conduct. And above all, it's about protecting the population.
It's to protect everyone. That's it, it's to protect everyone. We don't want to allow certain people to think they can do these kinds of things. So this measure is really welcome. This
will really allow us to look at things differently. So I really think that what the government has decided is a good decision. And especially given the situation we're in right now, we definitely need this in order to really get out of this situation.
All the citizens we met welcomed the decision, which once again demonstrates the complete composure in asserting the authority of the state for the happiness of the Burkinabe people.
The people of Bogodulaso also reacted to the decision to reinstate the death penalty in Burkina Faso. Everyone applauds the government's approach, which is increasingly restoring its authority. Kaduro Menki.
At the heart of the national debate since yesterday is the reintroduction of the death penalty in Burkina Faso. The announcement has captured everyone's attention. This choice reflects the authorities' determination to combat crime and terrorism.
It is reasonable to believe that any state facing difficulties will respond with the law, which is first and foremost a tool for preserving the unity and very existence of the state. So, reinstating the death penalty to effectively fight against acts of terrorism can only be a good thing.
Indeed, when faced with certain truly heinous acts, there is absolutely no other viable solution than to definitively impose the ultimate penalty of death. We see that those who take lives are themselves afraid of death. So it's good to give it to them, at least so they know what it means. In any case,
I supported the death penalty. Personally, I appreciated the president.
In the streets of Bobo Dioulasso, everyone is talking about the subject. Some welcome this return as a deterrent, hoping that the fear of punishment will restore order.
For me, it's a truly great initiative, as it will make everyone think carefully and thoroughly before making certain important decisions or taking certain impactful actions.
The return of the death penalty will help better protect the general interest over individual interests. This is not easy. On a human level, I think it's not easy. But at some point, certain laws must still be enforced to help others live in peace.
Everyone has their own opinion. In the streets of Sia, the discussion remains lively. Between those who hope to see crime decrease and those who believe that crime has already decreased, there are fears of judicial horrors.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching up to this stage. What are you thinking about this new law? Yes, it could have been old law, but it is back again. And as someone would say, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the president of Burkina Faso, and his cabinet never put their foot wrong, because anything that they bring up, the citizens, many of them support it. I think they study the economy, they study the country, and they know the country needs this. Because even some of you have been commenting when I share a video about the terrorists that they are pardoned. Some of you have been saying they should get rid of them, they don't trust them and all. So yes, the citizens are also saying almost the same thing. They agree with the government. Let's see how far this will go. I'm waiting for more reactions on this video. So far, no one has disagreed yet. But what do you think about this law? Anyway, this video is from Ouagadougou, and you can tell Faso Mebo is at work in many areas by the roadside. Thank you, my members. Thank you so much, my returning families, my new families that you have joined us. My name is Mamre, by the way. And yes, I work on this video, translate it before sharing it with you. Credit to RTB News. Your opinion matters when it comes to serious laws like this. Thank you. Please leave your opinion. I said thank you in advance. Leave your opinion and let us learn from you. God bless you all. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.